What's up? Kobe Sharp, fifth grade teacher from Michigan. Welcome to my channel. We're trying to help kids fall in love with reading. This, friends, is the last thing I have to do before summer vacation starts. Year is over. The classroom is ready, cleaned up. All checkout stuff done. I just have to make this video about the last picture books we read aloud as a class, and then I get to go home. So let's do this. Well, I got this book in the mail right before school ended. And who doesn't want to read a new Todd Parr book to a bunch of fifth graders about to be middle schoolers, especially about monsters that love mac and cheese? It was fun. And those last 2 weeks, so much about it is having fun, celebrating story. And it was just a hoot. It was just a hoot. What kind of mac and cheese would you bring to a monster mac and cheese party? Look at that. Would you bring that kind? Pretty fun. So that was really fun. Of course, had to read Be Who You Are by Todd Parr. You know, what better message can we send to our kids as they head into a new school, a new stage in life, to not try to be like everyone else, but just be them, because they are awesome. I had such an amazing class this year, and I hope that they continue to live their truest selves and continue to just be awesome, because being who they are is pretty darn special, okay? Hello, Mr. Blue. Daria Peoples' brand new book here, a story about a girl and her grandfather who meet an unhomed, or the grandfather is friends with, so she meets an unhomed man, and it really just, you can kind of get that, his backstory. He fought in the war with her grandfather, and I thought it was just a really important message for kids to just see these people who don't have a home at a particular time for a particular, whatever reason it is, that they are people that they have. They're just humanize them instead of just seeing them maybe in the negative way that sometimes they might hear about them in the media in different places. So such a beautiful, beautiful book. The Man Who Doesn't Have a Home is an awesome musician. It's just a really great book. We celebrated Zoo and Aquarium month reading Brave every day. Tracy Ludwig, you probably know, is the author of The Invisible Boy, and this is a beautiful story about just some kids dealing with anxiety and trying something new and just helping each other out. It's really awesome. So many great picture books to read to kids. We only get 180 days to do it. Never enough time. Okay. This one, The Blur, Min Lei, Dan Santad. It's really about growing up way too fast, how everything goes in a blur. And when you're about to leave a school that you walked into at 5 years old, and now you're 11 or 12, whew, this one hit. This one hit pretty hard. This was a brand new book. It's coming out in July. It's called July 2023, Lava in My Veins. Written by Derek Barnes, illustrated by Sean Martinborough. And let me tell you, wow. It's like a superhero comic, graphic novel-y picture book. The kids were like, what is this? They were just like, their mouths were on the floor. They couldn't get enough of it. They were honestly like blown away. They voted this their second favorite picture book read aloud of the entire year. Second, read almost 200 books. Second favorite. They loved it. Windows, just slow down a little bit. Think about what's going on in the world around you. All those windows, there's a story behind them. It's such a beautiful view. Look at that. Seriously, look at that. So read that one. And I told you that Lava in My Veins was their second favorite picture book of the year. They voted their very favorite picture book of the year was Sophie Blackall's Farmhouse. After we voted it, I wrote our favorite book, which we do every year, and then all the kids signed it. I read this book earlier in the year, and they really liked it. I did not realize that it had the impact that it had of being their favorite read aloud. It was really interesting to hear them talk about it and the momentum that it built upon during the momentum that it got during the conversation about their favorite read alouds. It was really powerful, really beautiful. And when we read it aloud the second to last day of school to celebrate its victory as our favorite read aloud, it was really easy to see why they loved it so much. Such a beautiful, beautiful book. And the last day of school, we read This Is a School by John Shue and Veronica Miller Jameson. This was the very first book that I read aloud to them during fifth grade. And it was the last book that I read aloud to them in fifth grade. The difference is, the last day, I gave each of them a copy of this book, a signed copy, not signed by John or Veronica. It had signatures and a little note from every elementary teacher that they had, which was really exciting this year. I had a few kids who'd been to different schools for most of their elementary career, and I was able to get all their teachers to write to them. One kid was just like, he was new this year. He just couldn't even process what he was reading, and the tears were flowing, and It was a beautiful thing. And when they all got to read their follow along in their copy as I read it aloud to end their elementary careers, pretty darn powerful. So those are the books that I ended my school year with. I hope that you got a chance to read some awesome books at the end of your year to the readers that you serve. My name is Colby Sharp. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an awesome-tastic day.